I was at Seedy Saturday yesterday and I bought 3 bare root nut trees, and it is now snowing, and we have a week of minus temperatures coming up. So we're gonna pot these up today because they are bare root. They should be planted. The ground is frozen right now. I could be healing them in, which would be the best practice, but it might be over a month before I get to plant them. So I'm gonna kind of heal them in, pot them up into a plant. And yes, I did know that we were gonna be getting this like minus temperatures coming up, and I still bought these nut trees because what can I say? I have an addiction. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to plants. I just bought them. I did do pretty good with my seeds though. I only ended up with 9 packs of seeds, which I feel is pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. When you go to a gardening event such as Seedy Saturday, do you walk away with stuff that's not on your list? Or are you able to keep to your list? Because I definitely was not able to keep to my list. And that's how I ended up with 3 nut trees, but they were a really good deal, so I'm not too worried about it. 2 English walnut, 1 butternut, and we're gonna quickly just pot these guys up because it's cold out here and I wanna make sure these little babies are being babied. So let's see what we're gonna do for this. If you ever have a chance to buy bare root, I find that they are usually generally healthier than potted up, because potted up do have more kind of restrictions on their roots. They can be root bound. These are usually cheaper to buy than potted up too, because you're not paying for all that extra soil and whatnot. But then again, I did go and buy the potting mix, but the potting mix cost me $15. Trees were $20 each, or 3 for $50. That's how I ended up with 3. Also, the English walnut are better off when they are when there's 2 of them. So, oh look, there's a nut on my English walnut tree. Look at how healthy this root is. And like, you don't quite get this in a potted tree. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just leave this one. It's gonna sit a little bit proud out of the pot, but I think that's gonna be totally fine. Essentially, I'm kind of healing them in my pots because I just want to protect the roots from freezing. That's the goal right now, to make sure they don't dry out and make sure they're not gonna be frozen. But I'm gonna get all of these ones out and see which ones. This is another really tall, long rootstock. And, oh, I have a heartnut. I thought it was a butternut I bought. That's what happens when you're addicted. You don't pay attention. Heartnut, not butternut. Heartnut. I still need a butternut then. And a black walnut. Another thing I could do, if I had a bigger pot, I could actually put all 3 in and just kind of heal them all in the same pot, because you're just like lightly packing them with soil just enough that they're protected. They're not going to be frozen. But for today, they're each going to get their own pot, just in case they don't get planted till like a month. Like, I think I have an idea of where I want them to go, because again, they've been on my list for a while, but I want to make sure that I can get them planted definitely before they come out of dormancy, which is going to be around March. So they need to be planted. They need to be planted by February. So we're just going to temporarily heal them in a pot. So when you're putting it in, you just want to gently tack all the roots down. I always like to give it a little bit of a shake to help settle some of those air pockets in there. Okay, so you can see it's very lightly packed. You want really well draining potting mix for healing in, or wood chips if it's not going to be for too long, because I know this is going to be probably like a month or at least 3 weeks. I've just chosen a well draining potting mix here. Okay, so this one's ready, and you see how it is leaning to the side. Like, even when you heal them in, you're usually like kind of on the side on the ground. But I just did that because that was best for the root. So this little English walnut now is going to be next. And if you are going to do any pruning of the roots to get it to fit inside your pot, just make sure that you have very clean pruners, clean and sharp pruners. I don't like that this was hit here. When he dug that up, it was hit by the spade. So this one I'll have to keep an eye on, make sure it doesn't get too wet. I'm not going to water these at all. They are pretty moist already. Tucking the roots all inside. I could put it in the middle, but again, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm not keeping them in here for long. This is just a temporary situation. I think I might be waking up to more snow tomorrow. Now, another thing I could do with these, if I didn't want to put them into a garage or a shed or whatever, is to just pile the mulch on top and completely shelter them with wood chips or leaves or anything else, a burlap sack, something that's going to insulate them further. But I don't have access to that stuff right now. So I am going to put them into the shed. The shed is insulated, it shouldn't freeze in there, but it's not going to be warm enough that it's going to like really bring them out of dormancy. Hopefully not. I don't think so. Hopefully it doesn't freeze in there either, because I do not have a little heater on. Which maybe I might have to do that so my water doesn't freeze, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that's it for now. That's how you heal in some bare root nut trees when you buy them at the seed swap. Seedy Saturday without planning for it, and you're not quite ready to plant them. Yeah. No regrets at all. I'm very excited to have these trees. They are, I think they're only 1 year old, maybe 2, but I'll have nuts in, 10 years, 20 years. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.